are going to be making this beautiful gown. For any illustration you are finding difficult, you can bring it on. Chat me up on 09033234908. The number is on the screen. So today this is a requested video for someone, and we'll be making this beautiful gown. Okay, it has a bishop collar. It has tell you one secret about this gown. Okay, you'll be thinking that it's a simple straight gown, but there are techniques to this thing. Like I used to say, if you go and cut your own straight gown, you will not, I bet you will not get this style. Okay, so watch and see gradually how I transform this pattern to this beautiful gown that you are seeing. Okay, so now I've already gone ahead to mark out my pattern. This is the neckline. Okay, now this neckline, because it's a bishop collar, remember I said it's bust divided by 12, make it particular to the, but then this particular neckline, that is why you see it not lapping on the neck. That's why you see it as if it's too bogus. Okay, then secondly, why it's standing that way is because remember there's a slit in front. Maybe had it been the gown is buttoned up to the neck, that neckline will balance. So I will suggest that when making your own, because you want to go and say, okay, I want to use, it's looking like they use the neckline 3 by 3, but I can tell you it's not what they used. It's because this front pattern of the gown is open. Okay, that's why it's looking like it's wide. So do not say you are going to just use 3 by 3 to make your own neckline. You might end up getting something way bigger than unnecessarily big. Okay, now there is something. I will go ahead and slant out my shoulder line. I told you about slanting your shoulder line because our shoulder is not straight. So whenever we are plaiting our pattern, endeavor to slant out your shoulder line. And I already marked my shoulder measurement, and I came down by 8 inches, which is my armhole depth. Okay, and then I've gone ahead to mark my bust divided by 4 plus 2 inches on the armhole line. Okay, and then I've marked it here again. For this particular tutorial, one secret for this particular tutorial, do not use your waist measurement, use your under bust measurement. But whatever you are measuring, add extra inch to it. You can make it 1 inch, you can make it 1.5 inch. Like you're seeing there is a free gown. Okay, it's not body hugging and it's not a maxi gown. So 1.5 inch is allowance is okay before you now add your 2 inches sewing allowance. Okay, so by the time you finish making it and it's too tight on your client, you can as well just open it because you have 2 inches allowance. All right, so now I marked my bust line, I marked my under bust line. I did not mark waistline, note it. Then I marked my hip line. Okay, and then this is my hem line. Now what I did there was bust divided by 4 plus 2 inches. That's what I'm getting here. Under bust divided by 4 plus 2 inches. That's what I'm getting here. Hip line, I'm going to tell you why I didn't use waistline, so just hold on one by one. So hip line divided by 4 plus 2 inches plus 1, and all these measurements I'm getting at plus 1.5 is allowance. So bust divided by 4 plus 1.5 is allowance. Under bust divided by 4 plus 1.5, like that, and then whatever you marked here, bring it down to this place, because this gown is a what? This gown is a straight gown. It's looking like it's a line, but it's not a line. This gown is straight. Okay, you know, from my experience in the ready-to-wear business for years now, I've come to understand to take it easy and monitor what you are seeing. Sometimes whatever you are seeing, what you are seeing is not what it really is. Okay, so but sometimes go ahead to try it out on pattern, go ahead to try it on pieces before you transfer it to your client's fabric. That's why we always used to have a lot of what I ordered versus what I sewed. Okay, most times you look at a picture, you see it, you're not seeing that. You will not know that when they were snapping the picture, they have used video editor to edit out the that. So you will go and cut your own and it will be looking like boba. You will not be wondering, but there was no that. So pay attention to little details like this, and if possible, before you cut any style that you do not know, go online and check it out. We have beautiful channels you can go and watch. Okay, you can post it for me, post it on my WhatsApp, and I'll cut it out on a pattern first before I post it here for everybody to learn. We are all here to learn. All right, so now to achieve that hemline that we are seeing on the picture, on this hair, on this line here, you will go up by 1 inch, 2 inch, anyhow you like it. You go up and then you curve it out straight to this place. Are we all good? Okay, now I will be coming in by 1/2 inch on the center of this my armhole, and then I will connect beautifully like so. Okay, I will connect beautifully like so. Remember, I'm using a mini measurement, so by the time you are trying it out on your fabric, you will get a clearer, or on your own pattern you will get a clearer picture. Okay, so now I'm going to concentrate on the front pattern. The back pattern is just simple. Whatever you did to the front, that's what you are going to do to the back. Okay, just that the neckline is going to change. The neckline here is going to be 1 inch depth. Okay, you come down by 1 inch here instead of whatever you came down by here. So you come down by 1 inch. So I'm going to be cutting only the front. Now remember that there is this carving slit in front. That slit is not straight. That slit looks like a V cutting. Okay, so you come in by 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch is okay. Come in by 1/2 inch, and depending on the depth you want, okay, you smoothen it out. Now if you want your own to be very neat, okay, as a beginner, if you want your own to be very neat as a beginner, I will suggest that you put a slit in front here. Okay, if you put a slit on the front here, you now use facing to turn it. If you use facing to turn it, this V will come out perfectly the way you are seeing it on that screen. On the screen, the way I'm seeing it, it is not a normal V. There's a slit. This whole front was cut in two. Okay, just use facing to turn it and join it up to wherever you want the depth to end, and that is your V neck. Okay, now let me come to why I said I did not use waistline. I prefer to use underbust. Now for a beginner, people always have this issue of where the waistline is. Now for you to get a perfect measurement for your waistline, touch the person's navel. Touch the person's navel, go up by 2 inches. That is the person's waistline. This is a simple formula. Most times you get it easier, because before you start saying you want to tie rope on your customer's waist, tie a tape so that you can determine the waist. Let me tell you something. Some people have tummy, so there's no, like, the tummy of a pregnant woman, the waistline of a pregnant woman is not the underbust. An average pregnant woman does not have waist. It's underbust you use. Okay, when making a gown, fitted gown for a pregnant woman, use the underbust. There's no waist. So that waist sometimes makes your cloth look funny, because you want to cover out this thing by the waist. Before you know it, it becomes very funny. Now look at the simple trick you can do. Measure your bust line, you mark it out. Your underbust, you mark it out. That is all. Now when you mark underbust, end it there. Now on this hip line, go up by 2 inches. Just quietly connect this line from this place to the hip line. That's all. Go up by 2 inches. Okay, because you don't want to have a sharp marking around the hip line. Okay, so you are going to go up by 2 inches here, and then you are going to come down by 2 inches here. Do you understand? So what you just do is, from this marking on the underbust, just go straight down to the hip line. That is all. That's all, guys. Because by the time you say you want to come down to the waistline, some people don't used to get, some new beginners don't used to get that waist point. Do you understand? So whatever you are going to cut will now be looking very funny, because probably it went too low. Do you understand? So your waistline will now be battling with your hip line, and the gown will be looking funny. So simple, just use your underbust. Okay, but then there's another trick to making it look curvier again. Now when you mark your under bust, just come out when you mark your under bust divided by 4 plus your ease allowance and 2 inches sewing allowance, right? You now got whatever you got around here, come out by like ½ inch or 1 inch. Okay, if you come out by like ½ inch or 1 inch, you will get exactly the shape that you are looking for. That is exactly what happened in this picture that me and you are seeing. That is exactly what happened in that picture. Okay, so we are done with the pattern. If I guessed correct, we are done with the pattern. We will now go over to the second secret that made this beautiful gown to be looking the way it's looking. So now let's cut it out. So this is our gown now. Okay, we'll set it aside. Let me talk about the sleeve. So we'll just go ahead and do whatever we want to do. Now this is your sleeve, right? Remember how we got our sleeve? You measure your cap's height, you measure your sleeve length, and you now mark. You don't know how to, I'll be attaching the my playlist of all my videos on this description, on the description of this video, so you can go ahead and go there and go and check out all the videos to see anyone. There's illustration on how to make your bishop collar, simplest way of making your bishop collar, simplest way of making your sleeve. Go there and you can watch it there. Okay, so now this is my sleeve, right? And I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Then the next thing, I will go ahead, if you look at that picture very well, the down part of the sleeve looks like a balloon. But if you observe, it was not attached. It went straight down from the shoulder. Okay, it went straight down from the shoulder, and then somewhere around here, it started spreading out. Okay, somewhere around here, it started spreading out. Now let me show you what happened. Now on that sleeve, you will divide it into 2. That's why you can't really do these things without pattern. Okay, you can't really do them without pattern. Now divide it into 2, and on halfway of it, which is below the elbow line, go this way again. Okay, now I'm going to be slitting this way. Do you understand? And then I will slit this way again, and I will slit this way. Just slit it don't cut it out, so that you can. The reason for me slitting this way is so that we can open like this. Okay, so that we can open it like this, just a little. Open it like this. Now the reason for slitting to this side is so that we can now open like this. Okay, we can now open like this. Do you now see? Okay, do you now see? Do you now see how it formed out? So on this particular side now is where you are going to be attaching that elastic you are seeing. Okay, on this particular side now is where you are going to, so you find out that the flare part of it is now on the center. Okay, let me go ahead and cut it out on my pattern so that you can see it clearly. Now we are going to be cutting out on the fabric now, and this is the fabric I want to use. Okay, this is the fabric I want to use. Now this is the second trick to this gown you are seeing. Normally I have cut my pattern and I'm supposed to put it on fold this way. Okay, and then I place my pattern and I cut out. And I'm now saying this is not how you are going to cut it. Now you place your pattern like so, because if you look at that gown, you will see that the down part of the gown, okay, this area, okay, you will see that this area from here down is looking like it's free. It's looking like it's A-line. It's not A-line. Look at what they did. Look at what happened there. So you will hold this side like this, hold this side like this, and fold it this way. A little. If you fold it too much, it will make flare. But just a little, that's all we need. Okay, just a little. Do you see? just a little. Remember I told you that we are going to be leaving 1 inch sewing allowance in front here, okay, so that you can use it to join. Okay, can you see? Now you are going to cut out. Now when cutting out your own, endeavor that this 1 inch will be folded inside. I don't want to fold mine inside now because it's too small, so it can't really fold. Okay, so fold it inside before cutting so that this neckline will not look this way. I already spoke about having to fold it inside. Okay, so now I'll be slitting. So this is your gown perfectly. Mine is not falling the way I wanted it to fall because this pattern is too small. If I cut it on an average woman size, now you will see this side will form a little bit of flay. You will find out that it won't be really that straight. It will form like it's a flay but not really flay. Do you understand? Now we set this aside. I will set this aside. This is my front pattern. I'm setting it aside so that I can cut that sleeve. Now on that sleeve, this is our sleeve right now. This is the fabric I want to use. Okay, now you are going to put it on fold this way. Okay, you are going to put it on fold. Now you will take that your pattern, that your sleeve, and you see you will place it like this. Remember you are going to be cutting this thing or two. Remember you are going to be cutting two. Now what I will now do is move this one to this side, okay, and then move this one like so. That's all. Okay, and move this one like so. Now I'm going to mark out. Move it as far, if you like, self turn it this way, but for me like this is okay. Okay, like this is perfectly fine. Okay, can you see? Now you are going to mark. Okay, can you see? Okay, this is our initial sleeve, but this is what we now got. Okay, so when you now open it up, okay, this is what you get. So this is where you are going to apply your elastic. You apply your elastic together here, can you see? And then you go ahead to attach your sleeve to your. Now when you fix it, you will find out that the gathering will be here. This place will not really have any gathering. This place will be exact measurement. Reason being that you didn't spread this place that much. Okay, look at where you spread. Okay, look at where you spread. So all the balloon is going to be around this area, and this area will remain the way you did it. Okay, so that is that for that tutorial. It's a very beautiful gown. Okay, can you see? So you are going to gather this place like so. Gather it like so, and that is it. Okay, that is it. If you do not still understand, guys, tell me in the comment section if you do not still understand, and I'll still go ahead to cut. But if you understand, we'll move over to the next tutorial, okay, which is this particular style that is on your screen now. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.